Killer Kawabo. Welcome to another episode of Men Operating Reality. All right, guys. I actually have planned to do a different video, but I saw this on my Twitter feed, and I had to say something. Whoo! Pretty much, it kind of goes to part two of black women disrespect black men. Mm. But it really, the big lesson is how they kind of use white men and prop up white men to shame black men. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop, as well as if you would like to help grow this page monetarily, you can send money to my Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. All right, guys. And I apologize if I look a little sweaty. I just came from the gym. I just took a shower. I came from the gym, so just trying to get my, testosterone levels up. Gotta be in my purpose. At least try and be in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Do something towards my purpose. But I was gonna do a different video today, and then I saw this on my timeline, and this is pretty much a black woman. I don't know the name, and honestly, I don't care. A black woman on Twitter, or I think she was on TikTok. She was trying to say why one black men are jealous of white men in hip hop, as well as she was trying to underliningly say that white men keep black women safe more than black men. So let's watch this video, and yeah, we'll give it 2 cents.
Watching black men have a brain aneurysm about a white man with a mediocre skill level dominating a space usually occupied by talented black men. It's ringing some bells for me. Does it sound familiar to anybody else?
First of all, black men do not care that white men, even if they're mediocre, are in this hip hop space and making money off it. Look. There's white people that listen to hip hop too, and white people also support hip hop music as well. So obviously, first of all, a lot of that fan base are white people. So they're gonna support that white person if they relate to them. They're gonna support if they relate to them. And second of all, it's crazy that she thinks like we're not mad. We're not mad at these white men if they're making money from hip hop. We're not mad. To each his own. Maybe some white man, not black men, that go fuck with these white dudes. Maybe they're not their style, not their steezo. But you do not see anybody, any black men, any black hip hop artists, any huge black hip hop artists. You don't see them saying, "Oh, white men not allowed to be in hip hop." You don't see that. Am I saying there's some outliers out there? Sure. But in the overall spectrum of hip hop music, don't nobody say that. Don't any hip hop artists say that. I don't never see black men in who are fans say that. So black women need to stop all this rhetoric. All they're doing is projecting, and I'm going to explain why they're going to project. Let's continue with the video.
It sounds familiar to me. It sounds a lot like the way some black men have this tendency of propping up non-black women who have characteristics of black women because they want the characteristics of black women, they just don't want the black women.
Not true. Let me go stop her right there. Not true. First of all, sure, there's some black men that probably prop up white women, or not white women, non-black women, sure. But again, those are far few in between. Most black men, they prop up black women. We call y'all queens. We have this whole protect black women. Black women say we don't protect y'all, and then we be like, okay, yeah, you're right. We don't protect you. We gotta do better. We prop y'all up more than y'all realize. Oh no, y'all realize y'all just don't care. But they think because a lot of black men date outside the race, it's us, or they would not even just date outside the race, they will promote their wives. They think that's propping up. They think because if I married a white woman, and she is a great wife, and I want to go on Facebook or on Twitter and be like, yo, my wife is great. They think that's propping up over a black woman. Now, I know a black dude, one of my best friends from high school, known this guy for over 20 years. All he dates is white women. I have never seen him ever date a black woman in the 20 years that I've known him. I promise you. He had not that I've seen, he has not dated one black woman ever. All he dates is white women. All he dates is white women. But not one time has he ever bashed black women. Not once. Even when I asked him, why do you like white women over black women? He was just like, I just love white women. That's all he said. He didn't say black women are this, because black women are that, because black women are whatever. Now, I can tell you why a lot of men date outside the race and why they would go after a non-black woman. One is because of opportunity. That non-black woman showed that she was interested in him around that time when they first met, or around their vicinity. She showed interest in him. So when he made the move, it was easy to take her out. 2, she did not have an attitude. She was probably very nice and showed characteristics of being a feminine woman and characteristics of being a wife. And 3, she showed us appreciation. What a lot of black women don't realize is a lot of non-black women actually look at black men as masculine men. Ironically, black women look at black men as weak and feminine. So that's why they want to make all that excuse of being masculine and da. But they're not attracted. They're not attracted to the guys who act feminine. So when a strong black dude actually gets into their face, they want to call it bashing. You hate black women, all this type of dumb stuff. And what's hilarious is a lot of white men, because best believe, even though all men feel the same way, red pill, all this type of stuff, but who really created this red pill space, MGTOW space, was a lot of white men going through a lot of divorces and stuff like that. So they essentially came together and started this space. Because a lot of white men, now I'm not saying it's not just white men, black men, we like this too. But a lot of white men coming up from the 90s on up, they were simps. A lot of white men were simps. And there's a lot of reasons going to that. It's not just women. It's about, they've been shamed for being slave owners and, racism and all that type of stuff. So obviously those white men don't want to get that shame of their forefathers. So it's not just because they want to be a woman. So when they find a woman, and it don't matter if she's white, she's black, or whatever, they will simp for her. And these black women like simps for a time. For a time. As well as white men, they want to say white men control everything. They want to say that white men are in control. And you know how these women want, these masculine black women, they want a man that's more masculine than them, because I don't want to be strong all the time. I want to be in my feminine. I want to feel safe. They say all that dumb stuff. So when they see a white man, they think they can feel safe. Ironically, it's how white women feel with black men. Ironically, is how white. That's the white women. That's how white women feel about us. They see us as really masculine. That if something goes down, if a fight happens, if something go down, if some shooting, something happens, something go down, we're gonna protect them. So it's funny how these women, it's funny how these modern women think opposite of each other, but think the same in symmetry. Now let's continue. Let's continue with this video.
They want the big butt, but not on black women. They want the box braids, but not on black women. They want the AAVE, but it's not cute on black women. It's cute on non-black women, huh? Black women are a large part of the reason why Jack Harlow has blown up the way.
And before I continue, that's the problem with these black women, yo. They think because men, especially black men, like all that stuff she just mentioned, is that we like that stuff on non-black women. No. We just like a woman who's physically appealing. If she look good and she might be a little skinny, we might deal with that. She's a little thick, we might deal with that. And I'm talking any race. The problem with modern black women is they are non-cooperative with black men. We don't want to fight y'all. We'll fight the whole world. We're the ones that's unprotected. No one cares about black men. We don't want to fight y'all neither. But when we find a woman that actually treats us nice, treats us like men, acts like a woman, is attractive, we're going to take that. We don't care what race it is. Me, I want to marry and have a black family, but I can see why a black man would date a white woman. A story time. I remember one time I was chilling with a white girl. Right? Sitting there talking. I wasn't even trying to make a move. I was not trying to make a move. I had a breath spray. I just decided to use a breath spray. Out of nowhere, this white girl was like, "Are you gonna give me a kiss?" What? What you think I'm gonna say? Nah, I don't kiss white girls. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get a kiss. What do you mean? The main reason why I dealt with the only non-black one I dated was white girls. The only reason why I dated white girls before was because white girls showed interest and they displayed that interest by not only letting me know they were interested, but being feminine, being nice, being caring, all that stuff. They weren't combative. They were cooperative. Everything. So I don't blame black men that date non-black women if they find those characteristics of a woman in non-black women. Now, would we love for that to be in our black woman? And is there black women that hit those characteristics? Sure. Unfortunately, they are hard to find. Let's continue.
He has. They're a huge part of the fan base, and I think that this shows that the tides are kind of shifting a little bit. We want a rapper, we want to engage in rap music, but not one that makes us feel like shit, not one that makes us feel degraded. Maybe we want a man with a little bit of swag, but not one that makes us feel deprioritized over every other type of woman. We want to feel safe, and Jack Harlow is providing that safety to black women. Watching black.
And that's what I be talking about. Black women love to use white men to shame us. If you want to say Jack Harlow brings safety, now I don't listen to Jack Harlow's music. I done heard Jack Harlow's album is trash, and I don't plan to listen to Jack Harlow. I'm not a fan of Jack Harlow. I don't think he's a good rapper personally. That's not me saying I don't like black. I like Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky's a dope white rapper. Mac Miller was a great white rapper. There's a lot of dope white rappers. Jack Harlow, not one of them. Stop that shit. Now, this is not no Jack Harlow rant. What I'm trying to say is, women will always. I remember one time there was I got into a Twitter beef with a black woman. She was trying the argument. The initial argument was, do men or women make better leaders? For some reason, she wanted to say who's a better leader, white men or black men. I was like, that doesn't fucking matter right now. If it's a white man, it's still men. If it's black men, it's still men. The whole point was proving that men are leaders. It doesn't matter if he's white, Hispanic, black, Asian, men are leaders. But then she started using, well, white men better? As if to say, oh, you as black men, you're a loser because white men are over you. And that's how black women operate. That's why they're always like, oh, I don't want to be subservient to a black man. I don't want to I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a housewife, Because they always think about power. They're always thinking about power. When a relationship is not about power. It's about I want to say co-opportunity. It's about cooperation. It's about cooperation and creating families and creating a bloodline. It's not about power. And that's why a lot of these modern black women are single and lonely and angry. Because they think it's about being over a man. And the only way a man can be over her is the man is super powerful. So if a black man got to make six figures and have his own business and got to be a sex god and got to have a six pack, he has to be powerful, more powerful than her. But the problem is, those more powerful men are not interested in her. And unfortunately, we know the whole hypergamy thing. When the women make more money and do better, they don't want men that's beneath them. So they cut their whole pool of men off to a certain amount of men that 9 times out of 10 don't rock with them. Now let me discuss this whole rap music shit. First of all, black women be shaking their tail on anything. Anything that's degrading. Look at WAP. Pretty much that song is saying that women are useless except for the thing between their legs. That's what that song is about. Women are useless. I mean, what the line? I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got that ring. That means you're useless. But black women have been twerking to these songs for years. So if y'all don't like that stuff, why do you support those type of songs? First of all, because they're not popular for no reason. And not just men that make them popular. Y'all women are twerking to that too. And second of all, it's talking about black men prioritize other women in their songs. Y'all not listening. Are y'all listening to music? Are y'all listening to rap music? What song? Matter of fact, how many rap songs are literally about black women? There's tons of rap songs about black women. Again, this video and this woman right here, she's just trying to shame black men by using white men. Because they think in their mind, we've been using white women to shame black women into becoming more feminine. But it doesn't matter. They don't care if we shame them or not. They're still going to be lonely and they're still going to be difficult and lonely. While black men, we're going to be, if we decide to date outside of race, we're going to be married with children. They're still going to be lonely and then they're going to end up dying alone. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know next time I drop. If you would like to help grow this page monetarily, Please send money to the Cash App and PayPal. It'd be much appreciated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please, I want your input on this. Hope you guys be safe. I'll talk with y'all soon. Peace.